Hi everyone, Decent Eddie here. It's Tuesday, April 15, 2025. Since January 8th through the end of the regular NBA season, I tracked 625 NBA games and finished at 69% across all NBA games. I had 235 confident picks and closed out at 81% there. It's play-in time for the playoffs. I have no idea how this is going to go, but I do have my picks. My picks are based on a specific data set, and I give you my picks before tip-off so you can do your own research. And remember, always read at least one, and preferably 2 or 3 game reports before placing any bets. Data alone can't read. That's up to you. My mission is to help beginners and those who've had bad luck make informed picks. My data set focuses on moneyline picks, and while you can use my commentary for against the spread bets, my data isn't optimized for that. When betting against the spread, you're hoping a team under or overperforms against expectations, and my data reflects actual past performances, not expectations. I'm going to discuss today's and tomorrow's games. I will do a video update tomorrow with a bit more in-depth stuff on tomorrow's games, but let's go ahead and talk about all 4 games right now. First, it's Hawks with a C+ in the Decent Eddie grades versus Magic with a D-. Hawks get a danger pick in this game with a 1.833 differential. Using regular season data, this means about a 55% chance for the Hawks, usually. This is going to be an interesting game, I think. We've got the Magic, who they've got a world-class defense, and they rely on that defense a lot, and they should. It's good. But their offense is pretty wretched. And we've got the Hawks on the other side, who like to push and can score, but their defense is pretty awful too. So now, with the NFL, which this isn't, my normal bias has been to bet towards on what does score instead of what prevents scoring. So I have to say, friends, I feel that here too. What I'm reading is, in spite of Hawks' inefficiencies, their willingness to burn some teams with their pace could be their ticket to win this game. Orlando can slow things down, and they're going to try to, but if they can't score enough, they're done. Another one of the rules with myself is if there are question marks, that's a negative. And to me, Magic have question marks. My number says Hawks. Hawks are the underdogs with the books and get a +5 against the spread everywhere I'm seeing. So I'm going to take those points on the Hawks since that's my pick anyway. Next, Grizzlies have a C+ in the grades, taking on the Warriors, who also have a C+. Warriors are at home, and they get a danger pick with a .755 differential, and that's 54% chance by my number for the Warriors. Warriors, to me, are the better team, and I've felt for some time now that the Grizzlies have been overvalued, and I've been pretty open about that here. Grizzlies are a gross 36% against teams over 500 this year, for example. I think it's a case where many sports writers and maybe some sports books wanted to believe the Grizzlies were better than they are and kind of hoped that they would catch fire, but they really haven't. I mean, the numbers are the numbers. Warriors are at home, and even though I don't put a lot of stock in playoff experience, generally speaking, Warriors have better momentum right now, and a lot of that is due to the experience they have on their team. But there is something to be aware of. Don't lose sight of this. The Grizzlies rested all of its starters in their last game. The Warriors didn't. And yes, those Warrior starters they've had 2 days of rest. I mean, and that's pretty good, right? If we're talking about regular season stuff, but this isn't the regular season. This is play-ins, and the Grizzlies starters have had more rest, period. Nevertheless, I'm going to take the money line on the Warriors in this game. That's my number, and I trust it, but that's me. Search your hearts on this one. Now for the tomorrow night's games, we're going to get more into detail on this tomorrow, but let's just touch on it today in case you want to make early moves. Heat earned a C+ on my Decent Eddie grades versus the Bulls, who were just below them, only barely with a C. And the Heat get a danger differential pick, barely, and their favor at a .1. That's a 54% chance for the Heat, and it's a substantial but. Let's look at this matchup tomorrow, and I'll update my feelings then after the writer previews the game with a bit more scrutiny, okay? That's just my feeling on it right now. Kings with a D+ versus the Mavericks with a D. Again, like I said, I'll talk more about this game tomorrow, but my number won't change because there won't be any new data appearing before tomorrow to change it. So Right now, it's a danger pick for the Kings with a 1.567. With that's about a 55% chance of favoring the Kings. But I've got things to say about this game, and I'll talk about those tomorrow. So, quick recap: decent Eddie picks, we don't have any. Suboptimal picks, we don't have any of those either. But danger picks, we got. For tonight's games and tomorrow night's games, right now, all four of them are dangerous. My money line: Kings, Heat, Warriors, and Hawks. But don't forget what I said. I'm taking the +5 for the Hawks against the spread versus the Magic. And we'll talk about the other games tomorrow. All right. But I will tell you this. If I'm a buddy and I'm talking to a friend about the Heat Bulls game, I tell my buddy to take a real hard look at the Bulls on the money line in that game. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow, like I said. For parlays, I really can't recommend money line parlays on these games in good faith. But if you want to do parlays, because I know parlays are fun, please remember I never recommend more than a 3-leg parlay due to the risks of combined probabilities. And about that, I would keep the legs at anywhere between -400 and -500 American odds. Doing that on a 3-leg, your win probability comes to around 50 to 52%. In contrast, if you do 3-leg parlays with -300 to -350 American odds, your win probability drops to 41 to 43%, depending. I know the returns are low, but I'm talking about winning, not risking. Okay, it's about winning things. If you need help with the gambling problem, resources are in my channel description. All right, so thanks for watching. This was short, I know, but if you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get my picks hours ahead of time. For more, head over to Decent Eddie Picks on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on X at Decent Eddie Picks, spelled P-I-X. You'll see a deeper dive into my data sometimes. You'll also see my Decent Eddie grades, which I updated just yesterday. And if I have any last-minute thoughts, let's see what happens tonight. This will be fun. This is Decent Eddie signing off. Have an awesome day.